What if one motorcycle could change the entire industry twice? Back in 1969, Honda introduced a machine that would rewrite the rules of motorcycling forever. It wasn't the fastest bike on Earth, it wasn't the most exotic, but it delivered something riders had never experienced before: Superbike performance combined with everyday reliability. That motorcycle was the Honda CB750. More than 5 decades later, the CB750 name continues to carry enormous weight among motorcycle enthusiasts around the world. And now, as the industry embraces a new wave of retro-inspired machines, many riders are asking the same question. Could Honda be preparing to bring the spirit of the legendary CB750 into a new era? While Honda has not announced an all-new retro CB750 based on the original formula, growing interest in classic motorcycles and the success of modern retro models have reignited discussions about what a true CB750 revival could look like. And if such a motorcycle ever arrives, it could become one of the most important retro releases of the decade. To understand why the CB750 remains so significant, we need to go back to where it all started. When Honda launched the original CB750, the motorcycle world was completely different. Large displacement motorcycles were often expensive, difficult to maintain, and sometimes unreliable. Performance machines were usually reserved for dedicated enthusiasts willing to accept constant maintenance and mechanical quirks. Honda challenged that reality. The CB750 introduced a smooth inline-four engine, electric start, front disc brake technology, and everyday dependability in one package. For riders, it felt revolutionary. Suddenly, a motorcycle could be powerful, refined, practical, and affordable at the same time. Many historians consider the CB750 to be the world's first true superbike. And, perhaps even more importantly, it forced the entire industry to evolve. Competitors had no choice but to respond. The motorcycle market would never be the same again. Fast forward to 2026. Motorcycling is experiencing another major shift. Across America, Japan, and Europe, riders are increasingly drawn to motorcycles that offer character and heritage rather than extreme performance figures. That's why retro-inspired models continue to gain popularity. People want machines that connect them to motorcycling's golden age while still delivering modern comfort, safety, and reliability. Honda understands this trend very well. The company has already found success with several heritage-inspired motorcycles that blend classic styling with modern engineering. And among all of Honda's historic names, few carry the emotional impact of the CB750. For many enthusiasts, it represents the beginning of modern motorcycling itself. That kind of legacy is difficult to ignore. If Honda ever decided to create a motorcycle inspired by the original CB750 philosophy, what might it look like? Most likely, it would not be a direct replica. Instead, Honda would probably focus on preserving the spirit of the original machine while adapting it for today's riders. Imagine a motorcycle featuring a classic round headlight, a sculpted fuel tank, twin rear shocks or retro-inspired suspension styling, and clean minimalist bodywork. The riding position would likely prioritize comfort over aggressive sport bike ergonomics. The goal wouldn't be chasing lap records. The goal would be creating a motorcycle people genuinely enjoy riding every day. Underneath that vintage-inspired design, modern technology would almost certainly play a major role. LED lighting, advanced rider aids, traction control, ABS braking systems, modern electronics, everything riders expect in 2026. In other words, the perfect balance between heritage and innovation. Of course, no discussion about a CB750 revival would be complete without talking about the engine. The original CB750 became famous because of its inline-four power plant. That engine layout became a defining characteristic of the motorcycle. Today, however, Honda's lineup has evolved significantly. Modern emission standards, efficiency requirements, and market demands have changed the way manufacturers design motorcycles. If a future CB750-inspired machine were ever developed, Honda would face an interesting challenge. Should it stay faithful to the iconic inline-four formula? Or should it adopt a more modern engine architecture while maintaining the spirit of the original bike? There are passionate arguments on both sides. Purists want authenticity. Modern riders often prioritize performance, efficiency, and usability. Finding the perfect balance would be critical, and Honda has historically been very good at solving exactly that kind of challenge. The demand isn't just about nostalgia, it's about identity. Many motorcycles today are incredibly fast, technologically advanced, and capable, but not all of them feel memorable. The CB750 represents something different. It represents a moment when motorcycling changed forever. A machine that wasn't designed simply to impress journalists or dominate racetracks. It was designed to make motorcycling better for everyone. That philosophy still resonates today, especially among riders who value authenticity over trends. The continued fascination surrounding the CB750 proves one thing: legends don't disappear. They simply wait for the right moment to return.
For now, Honda has not officially revealed a motorcycle that directly recreates the original CB750 experience. But the legend remains stronger than ever. And as the motorcycle industry continues embracing heritage-inspired designs, the possibility of seeing a machine that captures the spirit of the CB750 feels more relevant than ever. After all, some motorcycles become popular. Some become successful. But only a handful change the entire industry. The Honda CB750 did exactly that. And that's why, even decades later, riders around the world are still talking about it. Because when a motorcycle changes everything once, people never stop wondering if it can do it again. What do you think? If Honda created a modern CB750 inspired by the original legend, would you buy one? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to NDSTV for more legendary motorcycle stories and future bike reveals.